Welcome back, Truth Seeker. I want to say RIP to James Earl Jones, dead at 93. A lot of the headlines today remember him for the movie Field of Dreams. And you might recall what they did to Ray Liotta in 2022 in the Field of Dreams ritual when he died. If you forgot, please go back and look at my work on Ray Liotta. It will blow your mind. Guaranteed. Now, I see what they've done here, and I want to send a shout out to Charmaine Hurst, longtime follower of the community. She pointed out that Ray Liotta was a big part of the 1993 MLB All-Star Game, and he's dead at 93. And if you go back and look, the final score of that game was the American League won 9-3 in 93. And one of the top teams in the American League this year is the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles has that Gematria 93. Huge number with that team, the Orioles. And you might recall at the very beginning of the season, their owner died. And then 3 days after he died, the bridge collapsed. Not to mention he died on the 47th anniversary of that bridge opening. 93 is a big number in Black history as well. Malcolm X equates to 93. Martin Luther King Jr. equates to 93. Rosa Louise Macaulay Parks equates to 93. Of course, most of know her as Rosa Parks. I cannot think of the gentleman who wanted everybody to move back to Africa. His name equates to 93. His name is escaping me right now. But in Gematria, Black History Month equates to 93. I don't know James Earl Jones' resume enough to know if he has some movie related to football or some show related to football. Monday Night Football equates to 93 because, of course, they announced his death just before the first Monday Night Football game of the year. And you might recall last year, the Smash Mouth singer died in Santa Clara. That's where tonight's game is. You know, Smash Mouth is football terminology before the Niners had their Super Bowl season. They went to the Super Bowl. Of course, they didn't win it, but they won the NFC. Yeah, just 93 is this monster number with Black history. The headlines paying tribute to Field of Dreams. Again, him being connected to the 93 All-Star Game, which the AL won. After this month, it's baseball postseason time. And here's the clincher that I know that this has to do with the baseball season. Do you recall that the very first game of this season was a spring training game? It was the Dodgers and the Padres, synced up with Steve Garvey, the former Dodger and Padre, who's expected to become a senator in California this year. But we were laughing because it's the Dodgers' 141st season, and they won that first spring training game 14-1. Well, go figure that James Earl Jones is dead 141 days after the anniversary of Field of Dreams releasing, which is April 21st in the year 89. And, of course, 89 is the 24th prime number, and we've seen a lot of 89 in this year, like when Harbaugh won the championship with Michigan, getting his 89th win with the team, and then Mahomes won the Super Bowl, getting his 89th career win. And, again, that's the 24th prime, and Missouri's the 24th state, and the Chiefs picked up their 24th playoff win all time, winning the Super Bowl. But yeah, RIP to James Earl Jones. I wish he were still here so we could ask him, hey, James, did you really mean it when you said CNN was the worldwide leader in news, or did they just pay to say that? Because, God, are they ever a propaganda network? And speaking of propaganda, it's also a word that has Gematria 93. But we'll save that one for another time. So, again, RIP. And, for being a celebrity, getting to live to 93, that's a nice long life. So, in that regard, I guess he was fortunate, but I just don't think this was natural, seeing that 141 thing. I mean, we're talking about Black history. You think Jackie. All right, Truth Seeker. Till next time. Have a good rest of your evening.